Okay, art design. So for our next sketchbook assignment, you are going to be focusing on the second element of art, which is shape. So our last sketchbook assignment, we went through all of the different elements of art, and you had to create a page in your sketchbook with line, shape, form, color, all that fun stuff. And then we just did a project where we focused on the first element, which was line. So that means we're moving next to shape. Now, what you need to know about shape is that there are two kinds of shape. The first one being, my pencil keeps moving, geometric. And those are typically shapes that you know that we have names for: oval, square, rectangle. These are typically man-made, right? Buildings, pizzas, things like that. Now, the next kind is organic. And some people also call them freeform. These are things that are usually found in nature, right? And then some of them can just be like squiggles and cloud shapes and things like that. So that's what you need to know about the two different types of shape. Another thing you need to know, we'll use this one, is that there is also something called positive and negative. So if I were to draw just a simple vase, the vase takes up all of this space. So this is a positive space. Think of it, if you're on a stage, the main character or whoever's on the stage is positive space. The background, however, where there's not any main subjects, I mean, there could be some scaffolding, there could be a table, there could be a backdrop of some sort, but all of that background space is called negative. So you're going to hear me use that from time to time where we're talking about your work of art, and I might say, well, you know, the negative space is really big and distracting, so why don't we add some more positive elements to it? So that's basically what that means, positive and negative. So what you're going to do for your sketchbook assignment for this week, you are going to focus, I'm sorry if you couldn't see that, you're going to focus on different types of shapes. So you're going to get a page of just white paper. If you prefer to do this digitally, you can. And if you have a sketchbook, which was on the list, but you may not have gotten it, then this would just be another entry in your sketchbook. And what you're going to do, you're going to fill this page with all different kinds of shapes. Now, I'm using a Sharpie or some like bootleg version of a Sharpie. You can do yours with pencil if you feel more confident with it. The reason I like doing Sharpie is for two different reasons. One, because I think it'll be much easier for you, the viewer, to see. But not just that, but you can't really go back and fix Sharpie, so then you're just really working without overthinking and stopping to erase, because you can't really do that with Sharpie. And so make sure you include both geometric and organic shapes. I tend to just stick to the organic because I like to fill in the space, but I have to remind myself that we are practicing two types of shape, being organic and geometric. So you get the idea. You're going to fill this whole page with these shapes. Then what you're going to do, once the page is filled, you're going to actually start to look for imagery inside those shapes. I'm going to be honest with you, this is not my forte. This is not what I'm good at. I do have an imagination, but it's usually just a lot more literal. So I tend to see animals. So, you know, dog. Yeah, I tend to see animals more than anything. And so after a while, it kind of becomes a struggle because that's all I see. But like, so we'll do this one, like we'll make this one like a sock or something. This is not the cutest. It's like a stocking. It's whatever. And if you need to flip the paper around a bit, you can. That's totally up to you. You can add little embellishments on the outside if you want. That kind of looks like a generic SpongeBob, right? So you can just kind of play around with the angles. It's totally up to you. Again, I don't know why I'm going for the animals and the dinosaurs and stuff like that, but if you're just doing minimal shapes and stuff like this, like I am, like minimal additions, probably have to start adding more details. This kind of reminds me of like a profile of like maybe a woman or something. A scary looking woman, obviously. But you know, and then this is her hair and such. So it's just really up to you. I want you to go in, I want you to be imaginative, and I really want you to put in some detail. So if you are wanting to use like a thinner Sharpie or just a ballpoint pen or like a pencil to get more detail, that would be great. And I would really like you to start adding color to some of these as well. So that's what you're going to be working on the entirety of this week. And then next week you'll have another major project, and that will be on another element of art. If you have any other questions, join us in Zoom. Let me know. I look forward to seeing your work.